Question number 5. Audubon has declared climate change the #1 threat to birds. What actions will you take to address climate change? Mr. Castañeda-Díaz, you have start this round and you have 60 seconds.
Thank you for the question again. First of all, we have to admit that the problem is real. Climate change is real due to our countries and our states out of control carbon emissions. We're not going to fix the problem by accepting giant donations to our political campaigns, such as my opponent, Tom Dent, who continues to siphon money from his corporate donors, such as Chevron, Phillips 66, Puget Sound Energy, and Cascade Natural Gas. We are not going to move forward until we break ties with the dirty money coming from these multinational fossil fuel corporations. Next, we have to implement a taxation on the corporations to provide for our environmental protections in our states. And finally, we have to reform our political and campaign finance system in our states.
Thank you. Mr. Dent, you have 60 seconds to respond to that question.
Thank you very much. So a couple of years ago, I was invited to be on a panel in Seattle Center at the Science Center there next to the Space Needle, and it was about smoke. Is this the new normal? Because that was the first year that they really had unprecedented levels of smoke on the west side. So I went to the panel, and it was an interesting panel. We had some folks on there from all walks of life, but we talked a lot about the smoke and the wildfires and what this was about. And as a result of that, I met a lot of people there that night. And some of them have contacted me in the last 3 weeks, and they put together this thing called Washington Climate Assembly. And they want to talk about climate change, wildfires, forest health, and these things, and see if we can come up with some reasonable solutions that really make sense. And I said, okay, I'd be glad to serve on that. And they asked me also to find, they'd like to have at least 4 legislators on it. So I'm looking for 3 other legislators, one of which I've already found. And Representative Kretz wants to be on it, and then a couple of senators. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a good thing to take a look at what we're really facing.
Thank you.